And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got room. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of...
Just blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch right. Come on, D. Run. Mine's 50. Hurry. Hey, 50 to Mike. Buzz. Hey, Mike's 50. Here we go. Hey.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The open man is Westbrook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Leonard Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mack Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You. Hey, point it right. Hurry. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Hey, Charlie. 50's the mark. I got it.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Regular. Mike's 50. Hey, zoom. Check tight. Mike's 50.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go, defense. Hey, Echo. Man up, D. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Real. Pass. Hey, alert 3. Kill.
And Mayfield just getting the play on. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Point it right. Kill. Hey, alert 33. Tighten up. Done.
So that'll back him up 5. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. 17-0 our score after one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
2nd and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Ready? 8, read.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set the tone, defense.
Hey, orbit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Dallas.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's our time.
Ready?
2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Ready, break. Takes 3. 218, chop it.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball. Yeah.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I got you. 55. I smell.
Real.
I smell.
Hey, alert 33.
Switch. Kill.
Pistol.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's the way.
And again, it's Mayfield. That'll be complete to Breida. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, alert 33.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They find some open field here. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Got it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
3 down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a one-score deficit. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Team 6. Team 6.
51 the mic, boy. 51. It's been a long day for you.
2nd and 3. And he hits his tight end, Escobar. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Mayfield, they set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Go, go.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's complete, it's Miller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hurry! Hey, check Mike. Point it right.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double time. We got three.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. This one out quickly to Westbrook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready, set.
53, check 53. Watch the slant.
Down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready, ready. 60 or 66. Pull it high. Five.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch 14.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On second and very short, Mayfield. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Ready.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings us 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down. Poole, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll set up to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Regular. Hey, Mike's 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, alert.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Regular.
Hey, watch this.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, Haywood. Hurry.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hurry, hurry!
Yo!
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
From the gun, Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Ready.
To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this is incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 3. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in high. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game, and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Dallas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.